EO.
Should we come in?
Yeah, please, come in.
So thank you for agreeing to participate in our 25 questions from EO as part of celebrating EO's 25 years.
Thank you for having me also.
I'm really excited to have you. Why don't you tell me more about your business?
Well, my business, I'm in the F&B industry. Our restaurants serve a lot of comfort food. It's usually inspired by French, American, and Italian influence. It's all-day dining.
All right. How did you get into this?
Well, I think I grew up inspired by the women in my family. My grandmother, my mother, and both sides of the family are just food lovers.
Do you like to cook at a young age?
Yes, I started baking at the age of 10, and I had my first KitchenAid at the age of 13.
Oh, wow. So is it safe to say that most of the food here are family-owned recipes?
A lot of them are inspired by the family, yes, but not all of them.
All right. And how long have you been in EO?
4 years.
What made you decide to get into EO?
Well, I just like the idea of being, of interacting with equally inspired entrepreneurs and also, I guess, captains of the industry. It's also good to learn a lot from these people and I guess to network, especially in an area outside of my school.
Well, I, for one, am glad that you are in EO. Wildflour, safe to say, I think it's fair to say, is a favorite of a lot of people.
Thank you so much. Nice to hear that.
Is there any favorite dish?
My favorite dish? Well, we don't have it on the menu, but my favorite dish is lechon.
Lechon? Why don't you have it on the menu?
We don't really do much Filipino food, and it's something that it's like a dish that's usually had during celebrations. So it's not one of those things that we have on a daily basis, or we haven't had it. Can I invite you to the kitchen?
Absolutely. Is there any particular dish that you are most proud of in Wildflour?
We're proud of so many dishes. There are a lot of favorites from all of our customers, our chocolate cake, our pastries, steaks, pizza, anything, name it.
I've heard so much about your chocolate cake, honestly. What is something you can never live without?
I can never live without my cell phone. I think it's a double-edged sword. It just gets me wherever I have to be.
As most entrepreneurs. How about 3 words to describe you?
Sorry?
3 words to describe you.
To describe me, I would say I'm driven, I guess I'm persevering, and I'm God-fearing.
Okay, God-fearing. What is your biggest fear?
Losing my family is my biggest fear.
And what makes you happy?
Chocolate cake.
What ruins your day?
Incompetence ruins my day.
Incompetence, okay. Where do you see your company in 10 years?
Hopefully a globally recognized Filipino brand, growing widely, strategically, like we are right now.
Right.
And just hopefully and possibly not just in the NCR, but beyond our shores.
How many branches do you have right now?
I think we're going on 19, branch number 19.
And you started when? Started
2012. July 2012. 10 years. We're going to be 10 years this year.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. What is the core value of your business that you hold with greatest regard?
Consistency is always our core values.
And why did this type of work interest you?
I've been influenced by the strong women in my family. They're the ones who cultivated my love and my career in food. And these are my grandmother and my mother. So that's the reason why I'm here.
You're clearly driven and very passionate about food. What do you do after work?
After work, I just like to spend time with friends, with my family. I guess a bout of Netflix with junk food, chilling is something that is always appealing to me. Well, this is actually the bakery of the Italian restaurant, and this is where we make all of our desserts, our cakes, our pastries. And right now, I think they're making some Parmesan crisps, which we sell in all the Wildflour branches.
This is where the magic happens.
Where the magic happens, yes.
Okay, I'm going to go a bit personal on the questions. What is your least favorite thing about yourself?
I wish I had a better memory.
Better memory.
I'm very forgetful at times.
Are you good at being in the present moment?
I'm okay, yes. I'm happy where I am right now.
How do you feel when faced with change?
How do I feel when
Faced with change.
faced with change? I think I'm okay with that. I guess we're in the business that I'm in. I have to learn how to adapt. Running restaurants with a lot of customers, I have to be very flexible. So, in a day, change happens a lot. So I'm used to it.
For sure. And how did the pandemic treat your business?
The pandemic obviously affected all restaurants across. But I think there are a lot of learnings from this pandemic, and I think we were able to bounce back, and it made us even stronger
That's great to hear.
and more resilient.
That's great to hear. When was the last time you made the change?
As I said, it happens too often in a day. So every day there's a change.
And what's the best advice you've ever received?
The best advice I would say is get in action, seize the moment. Man was not made to become an oyster.
So we are down to the last two questions. Thank you for your patience so far and your time. What are you most grateful for in life?
I'm very grateful for the life that God has given me. I'm grateful for this business that He's blessed me with, for the family that He's blessed me with, for my team who's been with me from the start. I'm grateful for so many things. I'm even grateful for the discoveries of flavor that I have every day, and probably can turn them into something wonderful. That's what I'm grateful for.
And in true EO fashion, what are you most grateful for in EO?
As I said earlier, EO is a lot of learnings from EO, a lot of wonderful, interesting people. I think I'm very happy that I'm able to interact again with all these very driven entrepreneurs. As I said, the captains of the industry, which I learn a lot from, and I get to interact with, and I guess network even beyond my regular scope. So that's what I'm really grateful for with the people in EO.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for your time and for letting the rest of us get to know you more.
Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Bye, Ana.
Bye.